I think a lot of you gamers are actually white supremacists. Just a fact.
Well, I guess I picked a weird time to shave my head, didn't I? Well, yeehaw! What's going on, everybody? All you city folk, it's your favorite jealous hater, Apoc, and I'm here to mansplain all over that ass. Now, before we begin, I have a lot of changes coming to the channel. I'm always experimenting and trying out new things, such as this face reveal. Yes, that's right, my pretties. It's me, Apoc. I'm giving you a face to the name, and I'm a lot cuter than you thought, huh? And I'm getting ready to hit that 1,000 subscriber milestone, and I could not be happier, if you couldn't tell by my bubbly voice and my exuberant facial expressions. But as my channel grows, so will my content, because I want to provide the best shit I possibly can to entertain all you jealous haters. But anyways, today we are going to talk about Twitch's recent hire for their Safety Advisory Council, or whatever the fuck it is. And no, I won't be talking about people who have PhDs, doctorates, and own goddamn fucking anti-bullying research centers. That wouldn't be entertaining. Actually, I'm not talking about a human at all. Apparently, we're dealing with fucking Bambi. Well, ferociouslysteph or ferociouslysteph, whatever the fuck your name is, if you want to pretend to be a deer, then I'm gonna treat you like a deer, and it's hunting season. Now, I know there might be some SJWs or some keyboard warrior veterans or whatever the fuck to pop on my channel and light me up.
Apoc's making fun of the trans community. He hates the LGBTQ and women. He's misogynistic and sexist. Cancel this Nazi and his hate speech.
Now, before moving forward, I just want to state, I don't give a flying fuck if you're gay. I don't give a flying fuck if you're a different color than me. None of that shit matters to me. You can be in goddamn transition. I don't care. We are all people, and we all say and do stupid ass shit. But just because you're part of a certain community doesn't mean I'm not gonna light your ass on fire. But what I do truly give a fuck about is that this new member to this council that's supposed to be there for safety for the platform to prevent toxicity is literally bringing toxicity to the platform in a big fucking way. They went on this like crazy power trip talking about how all gamers are, we're all white supremacists. But anyways, before we get into it, if you're getting a kick out of my content, then why aren't you subscribed? Anyways, let's get to the shit show. So to start off, if you're living under a rock, Twitch is the biggest streaming platform on the planet. You can stream video games to basically anything you fucking want. It's a little different than YouTube though. You actually have to pay to sub to like other people's channels or whatever, but it's obviously beginning to not be really all that worth it. I mean, I don't sub to anybody. Fuck that. And if Twitch keeps all this bullshit up, they're gonna lose everybody to goddamn Mixer. Streamers such as Bad Bunny and Invader V bring all sorts of bullshit to the platform, who are also known for deep and humble moments like this.
About how I need subs and to keep the stream going if you like the content, blah blah blah. How that results in 0 subs. There are regulars here. $5 a month. How are you have hours of time to watch me and not $5? I don't know. What are you doing with your life where you have hours of time to watch Twitch and not $5 to provide for the content that you're watching? There are I have a wall of non-subs. This is fucking actually really heartbreaking because it's like people just really really don't respect me as a content creator.
Or this.
It doesn't really matter how much money you make or how much money you have. That's really the thing, because I'm not asking you for a large financial contribution. A sub is $5. At maximum, in whatever your currency is, it's maybe $10. And it doesn't matter how broke you are. If you have time to watch Twitch, you have $10, truly. If you don't have $10, you probably don't have time to watch Twitch because you should be working. It's not a ton. It's not like a ton of money. So being like, I'm broke, I can't afford to sub, that doesn't really track. What you mean to say is, I'm so irresponsible with my money, I can't support the entertainment that I enjoy.
Now, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and just say, I don't think bullying and shaming your viewers to sub to your channel is the best way to get people to sub to your channel. If you want to make money being a streamer, you need to provide any sort of form of entertainment. Now, I know this is coming from a white cis male, so, my opinion apparently matters more than yours. I mean, I'm just trying to whip out my fucking privilege or whatever, because apparently I have privilege that other people don't have. But that's just basic common sense that streamers seem to lack. Maybe do something besides just sitting there because you're pretty. Quit relying on a possible nip slip to boost your channel. Anyways, Twitch releases this, what was it called? The Twitch's Safety Advisory Council, which it's not a bad idea, but because of all this bullshit Steph has come out with, it's kind of like this was implemented for people's feelings. Anyways, let's just read this stupid shit. Keeping our community safe and healthy is top priority for Twitch. Well, isn't that a pile of shit? Twitch has huge issues with banning people for the stupidest shit, and yet you have people like whoever the fuck, what was your name? Alinity, I think it was Alinity, I don't know, I can't fucking remember. I don't watch Twitch, I just look at this shit online. But anyways, they have this problem where they can't ban these people for doing things that are bannable, such as fucking giving your cat vodka, which is harmful to cats, throwing your goddamn cat over your head. But Twitch did finally ban Alinity, but only for 1 day after all this shit she's done. 1 day, that's it. But apparently Alinity didn't think that was good enough, so you know what she did? She banned herself for 2 more days. Oh, that's just so humble of her. You know what, fuck the rest of this garbage. We already know what it's about. Let's just talk about ferociouslysteph, or periodically. I don't know what her name is. Let's just talk about this goddamn marginalized gamer. Since her debut playing, what is fuck? I don't know what the fuck this says. I don't know. Okay. Heroes of the Storm 2016. I guess she was one of the first transgender streamers to be partnered on Twitch. Oh, okay. What the fucking do? Who fucking cares? Does anybody really give a shit that she's transgender? Nobody cares. As long as the person's not being toxic, in which that ship is sailed, then who really gives a fuck what you are? Black, white, brown, alien, interspecies, nobody cares. Twitch probably just partnered Steph because she's transgender. Honestly, she's the diversity hire for this safety council bullshit. But why? Is it like a transgender awareness thing? We know they exist and nobody cares. Live your life. Why is it these groups such as the LGBTQ, why is it that every fucking fart they do or anywhere they step, why is it always overblown? If I accomplish the same shit, such as like first fucking balding white male to be partnered on Twitch, would I be celebrated? No. In fact, I would be called out on my so-called white privilege, and then if I dispute it, I would be called a bigot. Oh, and by the way, I'm not bald. I have clear hair.
No such thing as clear hair.
So I guess Bammy here brought the first transgender pride flag to the platform. Again, like, okay. Well, geez, I'm glad this happened. I was about to start burning down whole communities and shit if this transgender pride flag wasn't integrated on Twitch. I don't know what I would have done. Her fight for inclusivity includes creating a competitive team composed entirely of marginalized gamers. What? What are marginalized gamers? That doesn't make any sense. Can any of you put it down in the comments below? Can any of you guys name a streamer that's marginalized? Name one. You have like FaZe Ewok, who is, yeah, she's white, but she's a young female gamer who's incredible at Fortnite, but she's also deaf. So she's female and she's deaf. Now she would fall into that marginalized group. So she has a career now because of Tim the Tatman and all these other people. How is that marginalized? And she fits the bill for that group. So what the fuck is Steph going on about marginalized gaming?
I said a lot of people with cis white male sounding voices are here telling me that voice chat isn't a problem, and that is a fact. Y'all have voices that aren't marginalized coming in and saying, just mute, it's not an issue. Everyone faces harassment. I've heard it all. You're just repeating my several, like,
I'm
a year.
surprised that Seth didn't continue with more bullshit such as
being able to communicate in video games is homophobic, misogynistic, and inherently racist.
these are the kind of people that would not survive an Xbox game chat back in the day.
I will feather you. You'll feather me. Is that some kind of new queer term for tickle?
Look, if you don't want to deal with being harassed, that's fine. That's not a problem. But it's just as simple as muting yourself. That's it. That's all it takes. Plus, another way to avoid being harassed is to not have a clip of yourself online on Twitch having a goddamn deergasm.
Nice and soft. Down to the back of the head. Maybe down a little bit. What's nice about forest creatures is that they'll sort of give you feedback on your screeches.
Probably the best part out of this whole shit show is the fact that this person is supposed to be in for the fight of like inclusivity, yet they bash a group of people, white men.
Dude, that's like a whole other thing. That's two things. Two things. It's two things.
So fucking tolerant.
No, I'm just not cool with white supremacy, y'all. It's really not that. I think a lot of you gamers are actually white supremacists. Sorry, just a fact of how I feel.
Opinions aren't facts.
You are basing a decision on feelings that have nothing to do with facts. Facts are things!
What the hell is wrong with this person? Now, asides the big racism towards white people, straight white men, aside from this racism from straight white men, which is pretty fucking ironic because if you guys haven't noticed, Steph is white. Pretty fucking white. I mean, this is some Casper the Friendly Ghost shit right here.
Brace yourself for terror.
But one of the bigger problems that people seem to have, and I have it too, is that weird fucking power trip she had.
But I'm hanging in there, and I'm not going anywhere. I have power. They can't take it away from me. And honestly, you know, there are some people that should be afraid of me, and that they are, because I represent moderation and diversity, and I'm gonna come for hurtful, harmful people. If you're a really shitty person, I'm gonna stand up against you. Period. And Twitch is endorsing me to do that, so.
Steph, nobody's fucking afraid of you. Nobody gives a fuck that you're the diversity hire. Nobody gives two shits and a fuck that you're transgendered. Nobody cares. What everybody is bitching about is that Steph is obviously the perfect example of somebody who would abuse their power, who will target groups of people they deem toxic. And that spectrum can go anywhere. There's no barriers, and it's biased. What if somebody just has a different opinion than you? What if someone has a different viewpoint? This could betray just because you voted for a certain president. It's kind of like how the far left, which obviously Steph is a part of, how they want to ban hate speech, even though they scream hate speech all the time. I mean, Steph's here is calling all gamers white supremacists. Anyways, they want to ban hate speech, and the biggest issue with that is who decides what dictates or what qualifies as hate speech? If you ban someone from saying a certain something, where does that line stop? You could say that there's only two genders, which someone did get banned for on Twitch, but eventually you never know. That either can become a fine or that can either become imprisonment. None of this will end well. The Safety Advisory Council is supposed to be a group of people to help Twitch stop from becoming even more toxic than it already is. But one of the members is a racist against white people who identifies as a fucking goddamn deer who goes out and eats grass to fill her inner fucking deer self. Then goes on a power trip and states that all people should be afraid of her because they have power. Honestly, I really don't know what else to say here. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Here's my face reveal. This is what I look like. Ain't I just the cutest little thing? Fuck. There it is. Ain't I just the cutest little thing you ever did see? Anyways, comment your thoughts down below. I'm gonna hold this up because it's gonna fall over. Like if you enjoyed the video. Every like is another ego trip for ferociouslysteph or ferociouslysteph, whatever the fuck her name is. Alright, I'm fucking done with this goddamn thing.